Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at something really quite awesome. The other day I was browsing the realms of YouTube looking for boat elevators because I noticed that no one's made one of those for donkey's years, but it turns out I was actually incorrect. Someone uploaded a video of a working Minecraft 1.8 boat elevator just last week. They go by the name of Kosuku and the design is really quite cool. I'll put a link to that video down in the description, but what I thought I'd do is take that design and add a bit of extra functionality. You now have the ability to go up and down and store boats inside the system. All in all, it works very nicely, so let's take a closer look. So the way that we use this thing is really quite simple. All you have to do is walk up to the boat, right click on it to sit inside the boat, then hit this button, and as you can see, you travel upwards. Then if we just jump out of the boat, you can see we can walk around up here. We have gone onto the second level, but when we want to come back down, just hop back in the boat, hit the button once again, and as you can see, we fall back down to the bottom. Then we can just hop out the boat, nice and simple. No boats are breaking, there's no funny business going on, and everything seems to be working well. Now if you just head around the back, you can take a look at all the redstone behind this thing, and as you can see, there really isn't much to it. In fact, this is just running redstone into all of the dispensers. The button is over there, and then we just run the redstone into all of these. If you're wondering what's going on here, this is so that we can run the signal from the top down to the bottom so that we can run the redstone into all the dispensers. There's no T flip-flops, monostable circuits, bud switches, or anything like that in today's build. It's quite simply running redstone into blocks, and that makes it extremely simple to build, especially in survival. That being said, this build uses boats, and everyone knows what boats are like. Now I have done a lot of testing with this thing, logging out, logging in with the boat in various different positions, messing around with the boat, doing different orientations and things, and so far, I am yet to run into any problems. But let's face it, they're boats, okay? Everyone knows boats in Minecraft are pretty much a no-go area, so I would say, a little bit of a word of warning, this build does use boats, so tread lightly. But anyway, if you still want to build this thing, then as always, let's crack on with this tutorial. So you want to get things started with a 4x5 area. The first thing that we're going to be doing is we are going to be creating our boat launcher section. So you want to place a half slab here, and then blocks up like this on either side with half slabs going off like that, and then a block right up in the central section there. Then over here, you just want to place blocks going right the way up to the height of your elevator. Now I am going to be doing this 6 blocks high, just like this one over here, but you can obviously change that how you need it. So we're going to go up like this. And then over here, we are going to have ourselves some dispensers. So you want to place a block like that, and then you're going to start chucking down your dispensers, going right the way up the height of your elevator once again. And all of these need to be filled up with water buckets. Then you want to place blocks going up like this, and finally fence posts going up like this, right the way up the wall, and do the same thing on the other side. Next up, you want to head down to the bottom here and chuck down a water bucket, then go up to the top and place in some upside down half slabs in this sort of formation, and these two holes should line up with the water bucket down at the bottom. So now to do all of the redstone, you want to place a block down here with a button on top, and then place redstone going across like this, a block up like that, with redstone running into that bottom dispenser, and that's pretty much how it's going to go from there. So we're just going to place blocks next to these dispensers here, redstone on top of them, and then we're going to zigzag a redstone line right the way up there, placing in the redstone on top of all of those upside down half slabs, and we should see that if we hit this button, all of the water is dispensed, and when we hit it again, all of it is retracted. Now I know what you're thinking, you could have just dispensed the top one, and that would have done the job, but sadly, that doesn't actually work. To do your top button, all you have to do is place down a block with, once again, a button, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use a sticky piston with slime blocks on its face, and then a redstone block at the end, so when it extends, it powers this redstone, which will of course power the circuit, meaning that all of the water will come out of the dispensers. You can do that in another way if you want to, but I believe that's one of the best ways of doing it. Now to place in your boat. Now this could come with some problems because depending on the orientation that you place it, this might not actually work. So if you place in the boat like this and then I jump in it and go up like that, it seems to be working okay. But if I jump in it again and hit this button over here, you can see when I get out, I spawn over here, which nudges the boat, which is a bit of a problem. So instead, I have to place the boat facing in this direction. Now if I hop in the boat, go up like this, and then jump out, walk around, you can see that everything seems to be working. Hop back in the boat, and get out, you will see that I spawn over here, we don't touch the boat, and that means everything keeps working. Now honestly, that is something that you're going to have to play with, because there's a chance that you'll spawn over here as well, which will really break the mechanism, so you're going to have to fiddle about with boat positions, but I'm sure you'll be able to come up with something that actually ends up working. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.